Good morning, this is Dwayne. Today I'd like to talk about some chordal variation in What Child Is This? What Child Is This, of course, is the same as Greensleeves, so we can call it either title, but I'll call it What Child Is This? So, you know what the normal chords are. If we played in D minor, the chords would be D minor, C major, B flat, A, or A seventh is better, okay? So those are just the four chords, D minor, C, B flat, and A. And then in the bridge, you go to F, back to C, B flat, A, F, C, D minor, A, D minor. So there's just five chords, right? D minor, C, B flat, and A, plus F. Okay, F's in the bridge, but that's it. You have five chords, so very easy. But you can get a lot more variety and more flavor to it if you put in some extra chords. And I just want to talk about those chord variations. Of course, it goes without saying that you can add color tones to the chords. In other words, instead of playing just D minor, you could play D minor 6 or D minor 7th or D minor major 7th or any combination thereof, okay? But I'm going to talk about the basic chords you could use instead to harmonize it. So let me just start out. What I might do just to change the feeling is right away, it starts on D minor and it's supposed to stay on D minor, but I'm going to change to F. And then go to C, and then go to A minor, B flat, E flat, A minor, A or A seventh. Okay? Now what's the logic of that? Well, why would I go to F instead of D minor, staying on D minor? It gives it a change of feeling, but not only that, F major chord is relative to D minor. They have the same notes, except you put D on the bottom. Now go to C chord. Now what's the relative minor of C major? A minor, and that's why I chose A minor there. And then the next chord is B flat, and most people will stay on that B flat, but I'm going to go to E flat major 7th, and here's how I voice it. In the left hand I play the root and the fifth, and the melody of course is D, and then B flat, G, and I put in F, the ninth. Then back to E, A minor. Now that's A seventh. Now let me do it up here. Let me do it again. C, A minor, B flat, E flat, A minor. Then I change up in octaves, and when I played that A seventh chord an octave higher, I did this. I'm using a major third and a minor third at the same time, and it gives it I like the sound. It moves you on to the next chord in a hurry. If you don't like that, of course, just use A seventh. F, C, A minor, B flat, A seventh, D minor. Now the bridge, F. Now instead of staying on F, let's go to G seventh. In other words, F, G7. Now the next chord is C, but I'm going to go to E minor. Why? Because they have similar notes. A minor, B flat, E flat, A minor. There's that A minor 7th with a major and minor third in it. And then back to F. And instead of F, I think I'll play D minor because they're similar. In other words, D minor is a relative minor chord to C, F major. Now G 7th, E minor, A minor, B flat, A 7th. Now if you want to end on a Picardy third, you can. It's kind of traditional to do that sometimes. If you hear Greensleeves or What Child Is This? A Picardy third is where a chord's a song's in a minor key, but you end it with a major chord. In other words, instead of ending with D minor, I end with D major. And it puts kind of a cheery end on that. Well, there's just a few ideas for reharmonizing What Child Is This? Or Greensleeves. Hope this helps, and we'll see you again tomorrow with another short little video. If you haven't already signed up for our series of videos and newsletter and so on, come on over to playpiano.com and do that, because you'll get a lot of good stuff. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.